It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And our focus is on Cooper Rush. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Cowboys and the Lions. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. He takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. And out come the Lions for their first drive behind their ninth-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
Now this incomplete, and I don't see any flags coming out. He was clearly in the pocket, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, and that brings up 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. The 6'3" QB from Central Michigan leading him out there, and that's Cooper Rush.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
Yeah, 3-3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Got to get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Back to throw Rush. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Rush to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down. Throwing here, Rush. He gets it to Cooks. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A running play, it's Dowdle. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Lions will take over. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Goff now looking to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Goff now to throw. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Goff. That's complete to Laporta. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 70 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still second down.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Now it's gone. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. To throw is Goff. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They run here with Dowdle. He'll get this down to the 38. You talk about this Lions defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Rush. He completes this one to Mingo. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. To throw is Rush. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now Rush. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7. St. Brown in motion right. Play action. It's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. A give right side for Gibbs. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odighizuwa.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Off play action. Here's Goff.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got the first down and more.
And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop it. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking to throw. Rush. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Dowdle. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jake Ferguson
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So here come the Lions now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That was Carl Lawson in pursuit that time, and he gets the stop.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Cooper Rush and the Cowboy offense ready to get back to work.
He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we...
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rush.
Left side to Lamb.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
3rd down and 13.
Operating from the gun. Rush. That is caught. Through the middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys add 6 to their lead. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Aubrey now for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Just beating the play clock is Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Here's Goff. It's Williams on the catch. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tim Patrick. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns. And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Cooper Rush getting set for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Throwing here, Rush. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect. Back to throw, Rush. He gets it to Cooks. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now. And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's Rush to throw. Open man is Mingo, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Here's 2nd and 3. Rush working from the gun.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Out of the shotgun, Rush. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Anthony Richardson, excellent in the victory, as his guys run their mark to 4-2 on the year.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Rush. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and a yard. He's got this to Williams, complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 right at the 40. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Out of the gun. Goff.
Going underneath. Gibbs has it.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Here's Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game,
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
Micah Parsons
Able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. To throw is Goff. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
Bates' kick is good.
And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Rush.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7.
To throw is Rush.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 30.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
2nd and 1 now from the 21. They run again with Dowdle.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
That stop made by Jack Campbell. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. From the gun on third down, Rush.
Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now Goff.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
He'll look to throw.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down and a yard.
Now a play fake, and it's gone.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
In motion goes Patrick.
Again, Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick.
Second down and 3.
Goff.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Gibbs straight ahead. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Back to throw, Goff. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Lions first down.
Goff now looks to throw. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
From the 3, second and a yard.
Now it's Goff. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Chauncey Golston.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Rush.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Back to throw, Rush. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. In motion, the tight end.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. To about the 35, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can. Goff
now looking to throw. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on third down, Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibbs. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that will be incomplete as well. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt.
Bates' kick is good.
And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Rush to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose again.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 75 yards.
And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead now up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And bulldozing his way through.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show, as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Here's Goff. And Yeah, tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Goff now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Throwing again is Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams.
And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. To throw is Goff. He'll get this one to Patrick. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Goff throwing again. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Here's Goff. It's complete to Williams.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
3rd and 5. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
One last throw here for Goff.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Cowboys, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.